The STEM Society.
What's poppin', people? My name is Cole Jackson. This is the STEM Society. Welcome back. I only got one thing on the docket this week, and that is Complex's hip-hop media power rankings. They just dropped this week, and there's some strange things going on with that. Let's start off with the top 5 platforms that they decided to go with, which ended up being number 5, Charlamagne the God, number 4, Jadakiss and Fat Joe, number 3, DJ Vlad, number 2, Joe Budden, and number 1, once again, DJ Akademiks. Now, of course, Complex couldn't do right by the whole hip-hop media space without doing a few rule changes. One of the rule changes is they went from 25 people to 34 people, which means there are some things that I find fishy about that list that I'll explain later on. They ended up doing an interview with Ak, which is the biggest talk of the town because Akademiks has quite a few viral videos from that interview. The biggest one so far is Akademiks actually going in on Rory and Mal being number 9 on the list. Listen to what he has to say about Rory and Mal.
7 spot, your good brothers. Shout out to Rory and Mal, man.
Man, throw this list away, bro.
Bugging. So let me give the case.
Are y'all serious?
Before your bias comes in, let me.
Yo, Kirko, my bad. You could go. You can move up. What?
Take your sip before your bias steps in. Let me explain why they're at number 7. Now, last year, Rory and Mal were at number 9, so they moved up a few spots, mainly because, similar to yourself, Mal has been looked at as a legitimate source for Drake news because he is also close with Drake.
You're telling me that because this motherfucker still talks to Drake, he's just top 10? Come on, that's dick riding. Yo, brother, listen, everybody used to talk to Drake. Drake just cut everybody off. I can't really name their accolades outside of that. You said, oh, well, you know, he kind of like speculated about Cole. He was wrong. So there's nothing he's been right about except Drake. And this new, like, oh, Drake is my man thing came out after the battle. It's 2 years old, brother. I talked to Drake yesterday. Does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Unfortunately,
you gotta start putting up points.
No, if something that you say creates enough noise and attention where people report it, that's power. Right or wrong, whether he was right or wrong in his reporting, people still reported what he said.
You guys basically put them at number, let me make sure I got the right one, at number 7 because Mal has a relationship with Drake. And because he says certain things and the relationship with Drake, that's why they're ranked so high. Now, let me say this first. I respect Rory and Mal's podcast. They've been in the game for a very long time. They're OGs. You have to give them the OG respect, for sure. They only go viral when Mal says something about Drake, when Mal says something about Kendrick, or Mal makes a really silly prediction. And that's it. No disrespect to Rory, because I think Rory adds a lot of spice to it as well. I love the fact that they have interviews. There's some really good things about that podcast that I enjoy. But they're number 7 because Mal makes news off of bad predictions. Am I reading the room correctly? Somebody let me know, because that's what it sounded like to me. Mal says Drake's gonna drop this, or Drake said this, and I'm like, we gotta put them at number 7 because of that. So this is supposed to be a credible list, and you guys say that on an interview with Akademiks. I have no words. Now, for the last 3 years, Complex have had the top 25 hip-hop media spaces, or whatever the case may be. It's been 25. This year, all of a sudden, they decided to move it to 34. And for me, that move looks very weak because it feels like you guys don't want to ruin relationships with anybody. And it also makes me feel like you guys want to give everybody a trophy, because there's no way this change came from just saying, well, the space has gotten bigger. The space has always been the space. I think you guys have just been very hesitant to stand on your choices or actually make the tough decisions. I don't like the fact that y'all expanded that. It makes y'all look weak as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It makes y'all look super weak. It makes this list look flimsy at best. And even though there are some familiar names on there, the fact that you guys had to expand the list to get them on there tells me everything that I need to know about who y'all like and who y'all don't like. This list is way more about popularity than it is about credibility. Don't believe me? Lauren LaRosa, Rob Markman, The Art of Dialogue. Those are 3 names that just popped up on this list this year. Now, Lauren LaRosa has been doing a great job on the Breakfast Club since day one. I think she could have gotten at least a 25 spot last year. Rob Markman is one of my favorite solo podcasters or solo hip-hop media people. He's been working with Genius for a few years now, and he couldn't buy a place on the list last year. How is it? It's possible now because you expanded the list. It's kind of I would be insulted if I was Rob Markman. Insulted, but he's going to be okay with it because that's the type of dude he is. And then The Art of Dialogue. The Art of Dialogue has been going viral and have been having some of the biggest and craziest interviews for years now. And just because I'm going back to the expansion of the list, you guys expanded it. Now you can give them credit for what they've been doing. They've had some of the biggest quotes on their platform. And now all of a sudden it's just like, well, we got 34 spots. Now you guys can come on in. And it just feels like you guys are, what's the word? It's like you guys are crying out for attention, or you guys are just like, we are not out of touch. That's what this list cries out to me for. Hey guys, we're not out of touch. We know what's happening out there. We made sure we got some more streamers. We got the kid who did the Jay-Z video, the Jay-Z interview. We have the people that you guys have been looking for because we expanded it to 34 people. That's what we got. My second problem with this. Why is Charlamagne number 5 on here? Charlamagne just signed one of the biggest media deals in podcasting. $200 million deal that was reported for black podcasting, for hip-hop media. And he's in the same place he was last year. So because I would think that because of him doing a deal, that would give him a little bit of a boost up. Instead, he stays in the same place. Nobody's doing $200 million deals in the hip hop media space. It's just not heard of. Not even the number 2 guy, Joe Budden. Joe Budden got on the New York Post and said $20 million. That's peanuts compared to a $200 million deal. But yet and still, Charlamagne is number 5? Make it make sense. He's still part of the Breakfast Club. They still make a lot of news. He's gotten a lot of viral hits on a lot of things that he said. What's the problem? How is it that he doesn't change? I would think that that one deal would at least push him up to number 4. Who is number 4? I'm checking all of this shit. So y'all mean to tell me that Joe and Jada, that's the number 4. Y'all are telling me that Joe and Jada outranks Charlamagne, and Charlamagne just signed this huge podcasting deal for black media or hip hop media or whatever the case may be? Where's the logic? I'm just wondering. I just need to know where the logic is. I really need to know where your guts are. Because a lot of y'all niggas are spineless when it comes to this shit. Another situation that I'm not really feeling, and this is the biggest insult to me in the world. Kai Cenat was the number 1 person in hip-hop media last year. Number 1, not by my words, by your words. Kai Cenat ends up falling down to number 12 on the list, right? Kai Cenat stopped streaming in October of 2025. So are we going off of everything before October 2025 to be able to put him at that point on the list? I'm just wondering because that's quite a few months that he hasn't given us any content, or he hasn't gone viral, or he hasn't done anything with hip hop for him to still be on the list. You get what I'm saying? He hasn't done nothing in the last few months, and he still gets a number 11 spot. Does that even sound right to y'all on the other side of this screen? That sounds like bullshit to me. Again, I just need the credibility to be able to saying that Akademiks, Joe Budden, and DJ Vlad are the top 3 niggas in hip hop media. And it's the same people every year. Every now and again, they'll do a splash like Kai Cenat, But I'll be honest with you, I think Kai Cenat was put there at number 1 to just be able to say, we're not out of touch, guys. We love the streamers too. But for Kai Cenat to still be on this list and not put out any kind of hip-hop media content is the biggest slap in the face I've ever seen in my life. Want to know why? My main man, Gabe P, for On the Radar, he's back on the list. Last year, you couldn't find him. He couldn't buy a spot on the hip-hop media power rankings. He's number 11, just one spot above Kai Cenat. Go figure, right? Gabe P has been consistent with his content. The numbers have been the same. He actually gotten a little bit better with some of his views. He's picked better rappers for a lot of the freestyles that they do on the Radar. This year, they decided to do a cypher with the new class, which I think they knocked it out of the park. Gabe P has been consistent from last year to this year. And again, he was nowhere to be found last year. And now all of a sudden, this nigga is, what is it again, number 11? Where's the consistency, bruh? What are y'all talking about? On the Radar was hot last year. So I'm supposed to give a list like this credibility because all of a sudden you guys snapped your fingers, was just like, oh, Gabe P On the Radar, they're really killing it this year. They've been killing it. They never fell off. They never fell off. And for y'all to sit up here and do this type of shit, it pisses me off. I know I am coming off as angry black man right now. This list is important to me because that gives me some type of blueprint or some type of plan to be able to build my platform. I'm not saying I need to copy what they're doing. I just need to know how they're doing it and which way I need to go to get it done. But when Complex does this shit of, well, we just got them on the list because he's cool with Drake, or we just got them on the list because they break news because they say the wrong thing, and it just, everybody goes into a frenzy. It's garbage. It's a garbage ass way to handle things. Complex is messy as fuck. They do a lot of this bullshit to be able to get clicks and views. Again, this is the same platform that says J. Cole is the hottest rapper out right now. You can't make this shit up. We are literally living in a Boondocks episode. I'm gonna wrap it up by saying this, man. I need people who are respectable, who actually look at the whole space. I need people who are actually doing this to be in the room when you guys are building this list. And I also need you guys to stand 10 toes on what y'all really built the foundation of this list on, which is journalism, which is people having credibility, which is people actually breaking news. A lot of this shit is built off of popularity when you look at the people on this list, bro, and it looks like shit. It's a shitty fucking list. I'm not gonna lie. It is more about popularity than anything else, I guarantee you. But there's a lot of us who sit up here and look at this list as something that we're supposed to attain, try to strive to get to. I know I do. When I see this list, I'm like, man, I want to be on there so bad. But here recently, maybe that's the wrong thing to strive to do. I don't know. Before I get out of here, I have a Cole's Corner. And it's a Cole's Corner that I got to do. There is a viral video floating around the internet right now of the co-host of Gil's Arena having a very interesting music conversation. Listen to what these guys said about Rick Ross and Kendrick Lamar's catalogs.
I think
Kendrick Lamar has a better music catalog than Rick Ross.
100%.
God damn.
Better catalog? No,
Yes.
I'm not going with
God damn, man.
that. I ain't gonna give you that one.
Shit.
Rick Ross can't go right now and sell out arenas.
It's not about that. We're talking about the music.
Catalog
no,
does
it's
that.
not. No,
your catalog. When you got the
talking about
crowd
that's
doing
the
this shit,
No, that's not.
they
No,
know my
no,
songs,
that's not. No, no,
that's
no, that's not
called
it. No,
catalog.
no, that's not. No,
Not just songs
no,
that we
no,
like.
that's called having a hot
Hold on, let
record.
me ask you this. Besides Not Like Us,
That's called having a hot record.
besides Not Like Us, what other songs are the crowd gonna do
Jesus.
that mostly to?
You sure you want me to do that to you?
We're not.
Besides, I
No,
asked
ain't
the
no
question.
back to
You
basketball.
And I
do
listen to
that.
every
Be
Kendrick album.
quiet in the
Money
chat.
Trees,
I've listened to every
We ain't
Kendrick
talking
album.
basketball.
Humble.
I've listened to every Kendrick
Humble.
album. Them, that's one album.
D-
Kevin's
no,
trying to
I
jump-
don't. No.
It's
I
pissing me
said
off.
Money
Humble
Trees,
on one album.
I need
Money
to settle
Trees,
That's the first album.
Swimming Pools.
That's the first album.
Humble.
That's the third. That's DNA.
Yes. No, that's
Element on
us.
DNA.
Damn album. That's the damn
is
album.
the Element. DNA is on Element.
Let me hit this blunt, because God
Son.
damn, man, Rick Ross.
N95.
Shit.
You on that one? That's a song. That's
Kunta Kinte.
okay.
You know, the U.S. used to be a proper country. We used to be a place that had respectable music conversations. And the fact that these gentlemen put Rick Ross' name in the same sentence with Kendrick Lamar's name blows my mind. Boggles my mind. Because in what world does Rick Ross have a better catalog than Kendrick Lamar? Now, far be it from me to talk bad about anybody's musical taste. Never want to do that because I'm all over the place when it comes to music. I love everything. I love grime, so you know where I'm at with it. But the fact that these guys are on a stream saying these words about music hurts my feelings, hurts my soul, because we don't have good music conversations anymore. We allow people like that who speak about sports get these takes off and sound really bad. Them niggas sound crazy. They kind of sound like they never got past 2008. I don't want to see any more of these shitty music conversations ever again, because this simple fact that I have to hear people that I enjoy watching, because I love Gil's Arena. I think that it is fire when it comes to basketball. But if I got to hear any more music takes from niggas like this, I'm going to have to go out and start hurting people because that is egregious. No one should ever say the things that they just said on camera. Ever. Ever. Very disrespectful, very sad. Let's make America a better country again so we can have better hip-hop conversations again. Guys, don't ever do that again. Just stick to hating on LeBron. Stick to that. That's what y'all best at. Talking shit about LeBron and giving us great theories about why you shouldn't be tanking. That's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for joining me for another episode. If you like what I do, because what I do is not very easy, pay me in a like, pay me in a comment, but support me with a subscription and build this platform is big enough to get on the complex power list. I hate that list. Thank y'all for joining me for another episode, man. I'm going to catch you guys on Sunday. I love you. Peace out.
She just kind of fucking with my money, but I meant everything I said, and I say it again.